Hi everyone, my name is Kalem from Retract Leveling, and today I'm going to show you how to use our emergency track function on our 12-volt bidirectional pumps. The tools required for this job will be a 10mm spanner, a 1/8 hex key, a 1/4 inch or 6mm hex to socket adapter, because you'll also need a drill with an adapter. Now, as always, we want to make sure we turn the power off or disconnect the battery. Now, there's a few reasons why you might want to do an emergency track function on these systems. The first one being a faulty controller, the second being a faulty contactor, and the third being a faulty motor. Now, there's a slight variance in the procedure depending on what is broken, but I'll go through that as we go along. The first thing we'll want to do is locate the 4 cartridge valves. Sometimes on some pumps there will be a 5th, the DV2 port, so you will have to do the exact same thing we're doing right now, and that is to get your 1/8 Allen key, put it into the slot on the end, and turn it clockwise all the way until it's seated in on each valve. And as I just said, if you have a DV2 port installed on the other side of your pump, here, you will have to do the exact same thing to that side as well. On the end of the motor, you will see a silver sticker. Now this needs to be removed to reveal the 1/4 inch socket. So firstly, we'll probably want to remove the power connections from the pump. And also remove the 2 connections on these posts of the motor. And also the ground on the side of the pump. Now that we've opened up the valves and we've disconnected the primary power source and also disconnected the contactor to the motor, this is where the process will vary depending on what is wrong with your pump. If you have a broken contactor or a broken controller, what we can do is we can very carefully get a second power source and put it directly onto the post of the motor to spin it in the retract motion. So this may create a spark when you initially connect them. So negative onto the negative post, positive onto the positive post, and hold these in until all legs are retracted. Just like so. Now, if it is the motor that we're having issues with, this is where we will grab our 1/4 inch or 6mm hex with our drill, put it on the high speed setting and in reverse, insert it in there, make sure it's all the way in, and you can do the exact same thing and retract it until all the legs are up. Just like so. All the legs have now been retracted. We can then go back to our Allen keys and spin them anti-clockwise all the way until they're seated on every single one. Make sure they're fairly firm. And again, if you have the 5th DV2 valve installed, seat that in as well. We can now reconnect both of the posts to our contactor. And also reconnect our power source and our ground back to the pump. And that is the whole process. Hopefully this can get you out of trouble, and join back next time for some more tips and tricks.